بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد
اللهم صل على محمد
وآله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين أجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف اللهم أخرجني من ظلمات الوهم وأكرمني بنور الفهم اللهم افتح علينا باب رحمتك وانشر علينا خزائن علومك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. We reached verse 37. فإذا انشقت السماء فكانت وردة كالدهان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان فيومئذ لا يسأل عن ذنبه إنس ولا جان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يعرف المجرمون بسيماهم فيؤخذ بالنواصي والأقدام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان هذه جهنم التي يكذب بها المجرمون يطوفون بينها وبين حميم آن. So we reached verse 37 and inshallah we reflect up to 44 or 45 because 45 is also فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. In this part of Surah al-Rahman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues the discussion that we had about the hereafter, and he refers to some of the major events that take place. One is فَإِذَا انشَقَّتِ السَّمَاءُ, when heaven is split, is divided, is separated, is torn apart, and becomes very red, like oil which is boiling. Some people also have said like ointment. It becomes red like ointment. Or some people said like red leather, like leather it becomes. So the heaven becomes very unusual. The same heaven that we look at it and we get comfort and pleasure with its beautiful blue becomes red, would add to our worries, to stress, and totally different thing. Then فَبَأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, which of the blessings of your Lord you human beings and jinns reject or deny. فَيَوْمَئِذٍ لَا يُسْأَلُ عَنْ ذَنْبِهِ إِنسٌ وَلَا جَانٌ. In that day, neither a human being nor a jinn would be asked about his sins. Why? Because then Allah says, يُعْرَفُ الْمُجْرِمُونَ بِسِيمَاهُمْ, because everything is clear. Criminals are recognized by their faces. They clearly say, I am a criminal. When you look at their face, you see that this is the face of a criminal. Maybe the marks of those crimes are even visible. Imagine how in dunya, for example, if someone has killed someone and there is blood on his hand or on his face, this is a sign of being a murderer. Yeah? But there are also signs that in dunya maybe we cannot see. Maybe someone in dunya, covers everything, washes his hand, everything. But there are signs which no one can wash away from their face. So يُعْرَفُ الْمُجْرِمُونَ بِسِيمَاهُمْ فَيُؤْخَذُ بِالنَّوَاصِي وَالْأَذْقَانِ. As a result, when they are recognized, then they shall be seized by their forelocks and their feet. Nasiya, then plural form is nawasi, is the hair in here in the forehead, so when you take this, the person cannot, go away. It shows control. And the feet. Now, there is a question. Maybe it happened, occurred to some of you, that we know there is hisab, there is questioning on the day of judgment. So, does it mean that those who are not criminals will be asked, and criminals will not be asked because it is clear or obvious? So, there are different points. One is that maybe فَيَوْمَئِذٍ, in that day, they will not be asked, is before reaching the position for questioning. When they come out of the grave, when they are resurrected, they will not be immediately asked. For example, the late Ayatollah Mishkini rahmatullah alayh comments in this way. He says, in that day, then in brackets, when they have come out of the grave and have not yet reached mawqif, brackets close, no jinn or human beings will be asked about their sins. So it's not that they will never be asked or questions. Means at that time, even before the time of questioning comes, it's obvious. In tafsir nemune it is interpreted in this way, and they can be compatible with each other. It says that we know that Allah is going to ask everyone. For example, in Surah Safat, verse 24, Allah says, وَقِفُوهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ. Stop them. They should be answering to questions. Or in Surah Hijr, verses 92-93, فَوَرَبِّكَ لَنَسْأَلَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ لَنَسْأَلَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. By your Lord, you will certainly ask all of them عَمَّا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ, about what they have been doing. So, questioning certainly takes place. But the day of judgment is a long day. There are different mawqif, positions, stations. According to some texts, there are 50 mawqif. In some mawqif or mawaqif, maybe they don't ask because it's obvious. In some of them, they may ask. So, it doesn't mean that there will be totally no questioning for them. This is what I wanted to explain. So, يُعْرَفُ الْمُجْرِمُونَ بِسِيمَاهُمْ. Here I would like also to add something, that whatever we do, good or bad, leaves a mark, or even sometimes marks on our face. Face, not only this physical face, on the face, on the vajh of your soul. And those who have vision, they can see. For example, if someone has missed Salatul Fajr, they can see that this person today has not performed Salatul Fajr. If someone, for example, was doing one amal every day and missed it one day, they can see. One of my friends said that a person who later became martyr used to recite Ziyarat Ashura every day, and one day went to see one of ulama that you all have heard his name, and he said, that light is not on your face today. So they can see. We may not be able to see it, but if you know that it exists, I think it makes us more careful. If I tell a lie, my face is affected and reflects that. Imam Zaman, angels, people who have farasa, they may not show, but they see that there is a bad mark on my watch, face of the heart, face of the soul. It can be seen on the face of the body, but the people who see through this, the soul. And if I have done something good, they can see. It will be encouraging. It will be attracting more angels. هذه جهنم التي يكذب بها المجرمون. This is the hell that the criminals reject. It's interesting. Allah brings future to the present because hell is already there. Maybe it's not fixed, maybe it's barzakhi, but it's there. كَلَّا لَوْ تَعْلَمُونَ عِلْمَ الْيَقِينِ لَتَرَوُنَّ الْجَحِيمَ. You could see it now if you had ilm al-yaqeen. هذه جهنم, but Allah doesn't say هذه جهنم التي كان يكذب بها المجرمون. This is the hell that the criminals used to reject. It says this is the hell that criminals reject. Meaning we go and refer to the future, the day of judgment, but then we say it is available now. You are denying something which exists. You are not just denying a future event. You are denying a future event which has already started. يَطُوفُونَ بَيْنَهَا وَبَيْنَ حَمِيمٍ آن. They will be going around. They would be circling between it, which is taken to refer to fire, and حَمِيمٍ آن, boiling water. So between fire and boiling water, they have to go around it. They cannot run away. But this is for criminals. This is for vicious people. This is for people who enjoy harming others and themselves. But the other side of the story is وَلِمَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ جَنَّتَانِ. For those who fear the position of the Lord, there will be 2 gardens. Inshallah, we will talk about it in the next session. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Allahumma